Here again with another update video for you for the website and the work that we've gotten done so far on it. So what I've done in order to better test the way things are working, what you're looking at now is the live version of the website. However, this page is inaccessible to anyone accessing the site. You have to have a specific URL, and I haven't added the new pages to the navigation menu. So from the employment information page, I've updated this page just to say updates coming soon, put a new image there, and then that's all people will be able to get to. After that, the specific URL I will copy and paste into the address bar here. And this is the only way to navigate to it. So I will include this in the email that I send to you all with a link for this video. And you, as long as you have that link, you'll be able to access this page. And as long as I don't change the name of the page, which I will eventually do because it says copy of prospective employees. So I'll be doing that as we get closer to making this accessible to everyone. So right now, this is how it looks in the live site. This is how it's going to function. So we've got all the job descriptions listed here, as I showed before. Now these descriptions all link to the respective pages. So here's the janitor. And each of these pages open up in a new browser tab. I think I may change that so that they open up in the the current browser tab that the user has open. Now, let's not confuse people, because at the end of the day, these will open up all new tabs in the user's browser. So that'll be changed. That way they can use the back button in their browser to go back to the previous. But hospital linen attendant. And I have tried to make the job descriptions formatting as uniform as possible. So I've taken the overview of whatever I was provided in the documents and put that at the top of the page, and then whatever content for the actual for the position I put underneath it. And I did reach out and ask you all about the structure of them. Some of them were a bit more robust than others. Some of them included pay and others didn't. So I took out all the pay stuff and just left the information about qualifications, work schedule, whatever seemed to be relevant at the time. So now that this is live, you can go here and look at each one of these and let me know if anything needs to be changed with them. But for the most part, it's a copy and paste from the documents. But like I said, I did try to make them all as uniform as possible in terms of layout. And here's the production laundry operator position and maintenance technician. All right, so from each of these pages, you can click the Apply Now button, and it will take you to the Apply Now page, where we have a little blurb up here. All this text can be modified. I just put something that sounded decent there. We can change this to whatever you want it to say. The social media icons here will be removed unless you want me to leave it and link it at least to Facebook. But for right now, I'm just going to remove it entirely. And here's the submission form. So here you'll put today's date. I can look and see if this can default to the current day that the applicant is submitting their application. And then first and last name. Now, the social security number, I wanted to ask and see if this is something that you wanted to collect here. On the back end, it is this field I did mark as personally identifiable information, or PII. And so the platform has extra encryption that it will apply to this field. However, if it's not really necessary to collect this at this point, I would recommend collecting it later during the in-person interview, or unless someone is applying for a specific position. And even if that is the case, if they're applying for like driver or something where you need to look at driving records and you need the social security number to look them up, maybe that could be collected by HR directly before they're called in for an interview. And here, we put an address, phone number, email. Let's put my personal email here. And then the position that they're applying for is last, so they'll just select one from here. And then they'll click Submit Application. And then it'll tell them that so it just says, thank you for your application, we'll be in touch. And then it resets the field here. I did notice that earlier during my testing that the social security number field didn't reset. This was also one of the reasons why I was concerned about collecting this now, even though I just put a random number in there, but it should have reset to clearing out. So I have to see if there's something specific going on with this field. If I can't get it to clear out, I would recommend not collecting this, just for in the case of someone is using a public computer in a library or something like that, just to protect people's information in case they, for whatever reason, get up and leave after they think they submitted the application. They just leave the page open for whatever reason. Now, you have to assume people aren't going to practice good protection of information all the time. So if I can't get this to clear on submitting like everything else does, I would highly recommend removing it for the time being. Now, I did turn on some automation to send myself an email to send the user or the applicant an email thanking them for their application, letting them know what they submitted for. I have to wait and see if those come in. I haven't seen them yet. It might be something wrong with the automation feature, and I may tweak how that works. Additionally, we can have it go to the HR departments saying, this person has submitted an application, this, that, and the other. Right now, the application itself is located, the submission itself is located inside the Wix dashboard under forms and submissions. So you can get to it from here. Here's your forms and submissions, and then view submissions. And then here's all the submissions of that form, of the application, the online application. Now we can, I want to look at seeing if there's a way to, in addition to emailing that individual or emailing HR, that user's information, see if there's a way to export this information or something like that, so that you don't necessarily have to log into Wix to look at the submissions. So there's a lot more settings, kind of under the hood stuff I need to look at with that. But we can see that at least the submissions are successful. They're held within the platform, and you can access them. And then you can report it as spam, or you can move it to trash. I didn't see an option right away to view the submission. I'm not sure if that's a feature right now, but you can select them and you can export them, and it'll put it as a CSV file. Which can be opened with Excel. And then you can have a nice Excel form or Excel file of the applicants, and then you can see all the information here. So you do have that capability, at least, of getting inside a different format, and then inside your Microsoft environment, whatever you guys have in there, to take this information, put it into some sort of database or anything like that internally. You'll have that. But I do want to see if there's any way to automate the export of this, or at least email someone to say, hey, there's been a new submission, and you can come out here and look at it. And that's it for this demonstration so far. I'll send a follow-up email and schedule a time to talk with y'all, see what else you want to do with the listing of the positions and applying online. Anything else that HR may specifically want to see if we can put on the site here to help everyone's job be a little bit easier.